Hey, Todd.
Hey, David, how's it going, man?
Good. How are you doing, brother?
Doing great, doing great.
Awesome. So you made $15,000?
Yeah, my partner and I did, yes.
Boom. I love that.
Yeah. He should be coming on soon, I think.
Let's wait for him. And I think we're good. How you doing, man?
All right, man.
Awesome. So let me know about what you guys have been up to. I think I've definitely talked to you guys before.
You've talked to me before, but not to many.
Okay. Did you have a different partner back then? Or was it just you?
Yeah, well, I'm working with him still. Benny is a virtual partner of mine in the Alabama area.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So tell me how that relationship, like how'd you guys meet and how'd you form that relationship? How do you guys work together?
Well, Benny called me so he can share that story. I think you can still hear us, right?
Yeah. Well, with that, starting off, man, we basically touched bases with me getting into the wholesale market. I downloaded DealMachine and went around and downloaded some properties and, tried my luck that way and ran into Todd by a bird dog that I had sending me properties. And I called him and I thought it was the buyer. So I called him up and, he answered Todd. I was like, hey, man, I'm looking at, purchasing your house from me. And he was saying, well, I'm a wholesaler just like you. And we clicked ever since then, man, since day one. So the communication line been open with him, ever since then. So that's basically how our story started off.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And so is this the first deal you guys have done together?
Yes.
Awesome. How'd you find it?
Just driving for dollars, man. I rode through a neighborhood. I remember, it was some abandoned houses, and I just drove through and seen this one, nice one with boarded up, windows, and it was, 2-story house. So I'm like, wow, this is like a dream come true. So, I downloaded it, and I actually sent a postcard to the seller, and it sent it back to me. It had the wrong address on it. So. Okay. How I got connected, I used the enhanced method on there and got the owner's number. And so I called him up same day. He picked up, and we still haven't met to this day, by the way.
You and the seller? Wow.
Yeah, we never met. Yeah, so we originally had him at a lower price, man, and somebody, backdoored us and raised the price up on it. We lost about probably $10K off the deal. But
how was that possible? Before you got it locked up?
Yeah, we had it locked up at 30.
Okay.
Yeah, it went up an extra 10 on us. So, man, we just had to, cut the profits.
What? But I thought you already had it locked up.
We didn't have it under contract. We had a verbal agreement.
Verbal.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. Well, dang. It's awesome that you still got the deal.
Yeah, we went through a lot with this first deal, man. Todd can tell you something about it. It's been a nightmare for my first one, but it came through at the end. We finally sealed the deal, got the check. Once you get that, you're in the game then. So
yeah, and you made $15,000,
right?
Or you split that, I assume.
Right. Oh yeah, we're 50-50 partnership, man. Todd's been, like I said, he's been open since day one, man. Like just teaching me the game and showing me the ropes of what he knew. I mean, nobody has all the answers, but I mean, from the teamwork perspective, he's been putting a lot of time and effort and knowledge as far as reading and understanding the materials. So It's been a real big help, man. And we got, man, I mean, we're talking to multi-millionaire people every day on the regular now. So it's like, the real estate market is wide open.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah. So actually, man, to be honest with you, I had a full-time job. I'm a college graduate, got my bachelor's degree. So I've been in the workforce for around 6-7 years strong. And up until I met Todd, man, I've been talking with him. I told him, hey, man, are you full-time like that? He said, yeah, man, I do this from the house. I'm like, really? I said, oh, man, I'm doing this 2 days a week. So he was like, really? So I was like, yeah, man. I said, if I was to put much time in this and I'm doing my full-time job, I think we can make something work. And he was like, man, say no more. And I finally got the urge, man, after reading Rich Dad Poor Dad, to quit my job, man. And I've been doing this full time now with about a month.
Wow.
Yeah. So I took a plunge, man. I didn't even receive that first check yet. So I jumped out there without even receiving that check. And it's scary, man, but I did it. I had to do it. That just works for me. Everybody, it may not work for everybody, but my story, I had to get out there and get out there, man, because I'm a hard worker. So, and right now we got what we call March Madness going on right now. So, I mean, we're hitting the streets every day. We're in here marketing. We're full team, man. So full time right now. I mean,
Yeah.
7 days a week.
What are you going to do to ensure you've got leads flowing in this next month so that you guys can consistently do those deals?
Well, number one, we got to drive for dollars. That's the main thing. There's no better leads than getting from DealMachine. It's easier, like writing them down on a piece of paper. I had a guy when I first came in, man, get a piece of paper, pen and paper, write it down. Man, you will get a headache riding around trying to write down every property.
Oh, for sure.
It feels like your head is about to explode. So, it's better to really have somebody in the car with you so they can do the left. You can do the left side while they do the right side and just hit it like that. But, I mean, doing it by yourself, man, it's a tough job out here, man. So for anybody getting started, I would recommend having a partner because it'll ease up the workload and the headaches.
Understood. Do you know how many leads or how many houses you'll need to find, or do you have a target that you hit every week?
Todd has been hitting the streets more than me lately, man. I guess I don't got lazy, man. I don't got my first deal. I've been virtual now, making phone calls and doing a lot of marketing. But DealMachine, I just went back out yesterday and did some more deals. So I sent him 50 properties this past week. So I need to ramp it up, man. It's March Madness, so I need about 50. I think a day would be good if I could.
Yeah.
Right. And we're combining that with lists that we pull from PropStream as well.
Okay.
So the combination of driving for dollar leads and, some filtered lists on PropStream. So we're trying to text about 300 people a day, trying to call about 500 to 600 people a day. And then we may get into some direct mail piece towards the end of the marketing funnel. We're really thinking about that. We've heard that direct mail is probably back now. So we're going to try it out and see if it really is. So that's how the marketing is going for now. March Madness just went into full swing. Mm-hmm. And so every day we're trying to hit those numbers and see what this first campaign does for us. And then we'll scale from there.
What kind of lists are you pulling and combining your driving for dollars lists with?
So I pulled I've been hearing a lot about the high equity list, mm-hmm. Where the homeowner's been, at the property for quite a while, 40 plus year ownership, houses that were built 1990 and older. So we tried the high equity list. We have the no owner occupied, and we have a vacant list as well.
Gotcha.
So the biggest thing is the filtering, making sure it's all filtered correctly. And then we hit them up, and we've been getting some good responses, a lot of leads. Now we're on the verge of converting them. We have how many contracts now, Benny? 2 or 3?
Well, we got about 3. Yeah, 3.
3 contracts right now, and working on a lot more. Kind of took on more than we could chew, but we're taking it step by step. It's going pretty good.
Understood. I'm so happy to see you guys succeed. I'm so excited for you, Benny, especially because you just quit and did this full time.
Yes. And I appreciate if y'all add the colors back to DealMachine to give us some key indicators.
Right. So you know how to use that to actually see the high equity list?
No.
So there's a feature on there, and I can show you if you want.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you could click the map options button up here and then turn on property highlights. And then you could change the owner to any type of owner, and then equity percent, over 50%. And now it's going to highlight properties that meet that. Right here.
Wow.
Right here. Yeah. So you can actually combine that with your driving for dollars list and see that highlight while you're out driving.
Oh, man. You just made it even easier, man. Oh, man.
Well, okay, so now that you guys know, you'll each have to do that on your own phone, by the way, but you can change the highlighting any way you like.
Jeez, that's great. That's awesome.
Thanks. Yeah, you can also include like sale dates. So you could say date sold was over 2 or 5 years ago or something like that. And then that would also give you like a looser effect about these guys probably having some enough equity to do a wholesale deal if they've owned it for over 5, 10 years.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cool.
Cool. Well, I got to show that to you guys.
That's awesome, man.
Well, what else can I do for you? Or what, do you have any other questions? I would say the biggest thing from my perspective is to set the goals of properties you want to add every month and make sure you're hitting them with marketing every month. And it sounds like you had 50 goals per week, right? And then you had a goal of like 300 people per day that you're text messaging, and you're going to do some direct mail.
Right. Yes. What would be your goal? I guess, would you have a goal in the Atlanta market for how many properties per day we would need to quote unquote get to a deal? Do you know any averages or KPIs?
Okay, so we always tell everyone if you're going to market via direct mail and you're going to send mail every month, that you need to add 200 properties and send mail to each owner 3 times each as like a minimum. All right,
Okay.
so it's not guaranteeing that you're going to get a deal. There's so many factors, including your ability to close the deal in the market. But I would say as a bare minimum, you want to make sure you're adding a couple hundred properties in there right away. So that way you can let the marketing repeat to them over time. And in the meantime, you're still adding properties to it. So you can get that second deal or that third deal afterwards.
And you can automate that in DealMachine, right?
Yes.
Right.
So here, I'll do another screen share. Oh, Bennie, you jumped off.
I'm there.
There you are.
All right.
All right. So yeah, let's say like we want to add this property right here. Jose owns it. And now that we've added it, I can check out this mail piece that's going to get sent out. And if I add a photo, that'll show on the mail piece. But the automation part that you were asking is right here. It says sending every 21 days, repeating forever.
Right.
And you can actually change that. So it's every, 14 days, send it 12 times or something like that. And so, yeah, you can adjust and automate that.
That's cool. Okay, great. That's great.
Yeah.
Wow.
So did you see our first deal, the picture of it?
No.
You haven't?
No.
So I tried to get in and say I had sold one on here, but I forgot how to do it. And I actually saw it before, but for some odd reason.
You want to pull it open?
Yeah, I got to pull it up now.
Okay. Now you should be able to mark it. Okay, the status. It should say like status somewhere when you click into the deal.
Awesome.
Okay. Let's see. First deal, 15, 58, 21, brother. And did I mention that a tree fell on the house?
No, I don't think you did.
During the deal, man, we had a hang up at title company. So me and him got a little frustrated because the deal supposed to got closed within a week. So we ended up being at title like 3.5 weeks, I believe, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Took a while.
because a tree fell in the middle?
No. It fell towards the end, right the day before we was gonna sign the deal. The owner called me that morning and said, "Hey, Benny, just want to let you know I don't know if you've been by, but a tree fell in the house." And I was like, "Oh, tree." I was like, "Man." He said, "Yeah, it didn't do any damage." So I was like, "Okay, cool." And I didn't realize how big this tree was, man, to be honest. I thought it was a little small tree, about half a foot or maybe something like that. Man, this was a Tarzan tree, like the size of something that can knock the half of the house loose.
Yeah.
So
it didn't do any damage, but it cost a bunch to remove it probably, right?
Yes. It did a little slight damage on the edge of the house, like where the roof was.
Mm-hmm.
but it do near as what it could have done, man. If I seen some pictures, man, you would be amazed at the story of this deal, man. It's been a disaster. But I told the owner, I was like, yeah, man, I was thinking like, man, should I wait or should I, he said we could push it off a couple of days. I said, nah, we've been waiting this long. I was like, go ahead and sign the paperwork. We'll talk about that later. Oh man.
Glad you got it done.
Yeah. I'm like 15K or wait. I'm like, go ahead and sign right quick. We'll talk about that later.
Right.
Yeah. So.
But the homeowner ended up getting the tree up. His son-in-law cut it up, brought it to the front, and actually some people collected it, took it home for free because it was pretty good wood.
That's amazing. That's ideal.
Great.
Yeah.
So all went well. It closed well. The buyers are happy. Everyone's happy. So we're on to the next deals.
Love it. Have you guys gotten any DealMachine hats yet?
I have. Benny.
Well, Benny, I want to send one to you. I'm going to send you a link so you can go ahead and just send one to yourself for free.
Okay. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'll make sure I wear it, man, on my next interview.
Yes. That's what I want you to do.
You just make sure you make me famous, man. Put me on YouTube and I'll make sure I share it.
We're definitely putting you on YouTube. You and Todd. I'm so happy for you guys. Please keep me up to date, as you're doing your second deal, Benny. And I know, Todd, you've done some already, but I always love hearing about it. Now, Todd, how many have you done? You've done at least another one.
Yeah, I've done so far, I think 8 now. 8.
Awesome. 8 deals. So do you know what the breakdown is on those for DealMachine for your ROI?
ROI, 2 on DealMachine, and the others were 2 pre-foreclosures, a short sale, and a couple of vacants.
Okay.
I've earned a total of they're smaller deals, maybe about $18,000.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Wait, okay. All right. So was this $15,000 the biggest one, or are you saying on average they were 17?
This is the biggest one. This is the biggest one I've done. Yeah.
Awesome.
For sure.
Brings the big ones, man.
Yeah. Well, how did the DealMachine ones compare to the others?
My first DealMachine was $5,000 that I split between my partner and I, and this one was 15. So what, average 10,000 a deal right now?
Okay.
So
that's better.
So, David, I got it up, man. How do I submit it so you can take a look at it?
Yeah. Okay. Well, you would just click on the status.
So when I go to mine, it's showing.
Can you point your phone at it? That way I can just see it on your screen.
Yeah.
There we go.
Can you see that?
Yeah, I see it. It doesn't look like it has any windows.
Right.
Okay.
How do you, now I was going to send it to y'all so you can see that I sold it or update the status.
Oh. Yeah, scroll up. You see where it says return to sender?
Okay, right here.
Yeah, and then change that to 1 deal.
Oh, right there, 1 deal. You even got that lost deal tab.
It happens sometimes.
It happens.
Oh man, I got a badge, man. Look at that.
Look at you. You're getting a hat and a badge in the same day.
Hey man, I need to get an award for that, man. First deal, 15K, man.
That's amazing. Well, you can plug in your numbers there. Did you see that?
Ooh.
So if you plug in your numbers, then you can see on your analytics what your ROI is for your, money spent on DealMachine versus your profits.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna put my hat up here. I ain't gonna boost it up. 40. Oh man, that's awesome.
There you go. Now check out the analytics tab. Now that you've entered that.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Wholesale. Oh yeah.
Can we see it?
Hold on, analytics. Yeah, now I just paid for my whole year subscription, man.
I mean, more than that.
I know, right? Today. Plus 125%.
That's the number of deals you added. So scroll down. There's an ROI graph. That means you added 25% more deals this month than you did last month.
All the way down.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah. Show us that one.
This one.
Yeah. So profit, and then how much did you invest? Scroll down a little bit more. Okay. You've invested $49 so far. And you made $7,500. That's what that means.
Yeah, that's month to date, and then I do year to date.
Oh yeah, month to date. Yeah, you want to do year to date.
There we go. Man, this thing through the roof now, man.
Okay, 147.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
So there we go. We got it all updated, man. So
yeah,
excited about that.
Awesome. So it looks like it's just you and me. It looks like Todd had to drop off for some reason, but is your email Property Plan Realty, or is yours Holcey Investor Group?
Holcey Investor Group.
Okay, I'll email you this link to get this hat, my friend.
Awesome, man. You gonna pay shipping and the handling?
Yeah, man. It's like all inclusive.
I know, right, man. I'm just messing with you. I know people always say, "Yeah, we'll give you something free." But, you make sure you pay $20 shipping and handling. $20.
Yeah, that's right. The profit built into the ship. Not here.
I know, right?
Hey, thanks again, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. Well, we'll talk to you soon, huh?
It was awesome talking with you. Yeah, I'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.